Hey everybody, it's Kathy Weiss. Welcome to Monday Messages and a live intuitive reading this afternoon. I almost said this morning, but it's afternoon. I'm coming to you live from a new location and it sounds a little bit echoey in here because we just moved into this fabulous new home and not everything is quite in place. So just forgive and pardon the echo noise and know that by next week that won't be here. So for those of you who are new to me or just meeting me, I'm a highly sensitive intuitive, and what I do is read and interpret your energy, delivering the message, could be either, that you need to hear now. And those messages are generally very healing and they offer guidance and comfort and support and reassurance. And then once I read your energy, I draw an oracle card to drive the conversation forward and provide you with some additional guidance. So as we go along today, if you have questions or comments, please just shoot them down here and I will happily address your questions or comments. And today we're pretty much just going to get right into the reading. So I have my Mad as a Hatter teacup. Got a little bit of a reflection off of it there today. And as you can see, what I have been doing the last few weeks that's been really helpful is that as people have been shouting out for their reading, I go ahead and dive in and do a super mini energy reading. Like if you were to work with me one-on-one in a customized reading, this couple of sentences would be more like 3/4 to a full page of notes. So this is just like really like the free sample treat. Like, when you go shopping and they've got like the little cup, that would be what this is. It's like a little cup full of the treat. And so what I'm going to do is throw everybody back in there. I'm just putting them back facing the same direction. I'm going to put everybody back inside the cup, give it a little shake and a swizzle, and then draw somebody's name. And if you are the name that comes out and you are watching live, give us a little shout out here so that we know you're watching live. And if you're not watching live later, when you do watch live, if you could comment about your reading, that would just be really helpful to those people who do catch it later. So I always have to close my eyes, you guys, because I so don't want to sway myself. Oh, I felt it. There's somebody, it's really strong. It's this one, really, really, really strong, wanting to come through today. And what I'm hearing, is that this one really needed to come through and that there's going to be some pertinent information for other people watching as well. So this, I'm going to tell you in just a second who it is, but what I'm hearing is that this one was selected really strongly because a lot of people hearing today's message are going to relate to it. So not that the other messages weren't strong and valuable, because I had so much fun doing them today, but that this one is going to benefit a lot of people who watch live, whereas these ones are going to be more beneficial specifically to the individuals. So this is kind of like a cool universal reading for everyone, even though the name that came out today is Adriana. And Adriana, if you do happen to pop in and watch live, make some comments. And if not, if you watch later, again, make some comments so we know how this went for you. And before I started the video, I have this little bag of crystals, and I felt compelled to pull some out, and so I have this lovely purple amethyst supporting the reading, and then interestingly 2 different yellow ones. This is I don't know if you can quite see that, you guys. It's like yellow and clear and kind of sparkly, and then this one is also really strong yellow. So these energies are coming at you all, including Adriana. So, Adriana, when I read your energy, what I saw was this wavy line, like smooth and perfect, and the ups and downs in the wave were even. And I heard the word roller coaster. Like every day is like Or every other day. That's what I'm hearing. It's not every day, it's every other day. It's like one day you're up and one day you're down, and one day you're up and one day you're out. And you're like fighting this because you want to be up all the time. And I mean, my goodness, who doesn't want to be up all the time? And so in these downs, I'm listening right now because I didn't quite finish, but what I'm hearing is that, like, in the downs of that roller coaster, you're being invited to be a little bit more peaceful and a little bit more in surrender and a little bit more in acceptance of your, of just number one, that's life, but also of your humanity. So I think this is a little bit off topic, but I'm hearing, go ahead and let you guys know. I'm going to come back in later this week with something that I've been channeling and receiving really strongly and loudly about social media and how it's portraying life and how it's affecting our perceptions of our own life, and in a way that's a little bit detrimental. And so for you, Adriana, and again, this is a universal message. So even though I'm speaking to Adriana because her name came out, this message is for all of us. And I had to do a little eye peek because my co-host Agnes is in the room, and so is the cat food. And she's like, Mom's not paying attention. I'm going for the cat food. So she's good though. So down here, when you're in the bottom of this ups and downs, is to know that that's normal. You can still be in alignment with universal energy. And actually, the more you are at peace and you just go like, today is hard. Today I'm doing what I need to do to get through. Today I'm having these human emotions of jealousy or anger or sadness or loneliness. And that's normal and healthy. The more you're going to slide through those with comfort and be able to move through them quicker. And so what I'm hearing is now it's a good time to go ahead and draw a card for some additional guidance. So again, these are oracle cards, which are different from tarot. I know a lot of people are familiar with tarot. Tarot is like a deck of playing cards that has like different suits and numbers. And no matter the artwork on tarot, the messages are universal. So you learn how to read one deck of tarot cards and you can read any deck of tarot cards. Oracle cards are different. They have different numbers of cards in each deck. They have different meanings. And the deck that I'm using is called the Mother Mary Oracle. It's a very specific, loving guidance. And I'm just shuffling the deck real quick to make sure that Adriana gets a true reading. And when I work with people live, I ask them if they want me to cut the deck or pull from the top of the pile. And I kind of am hearing a mixed message right now. Like, I hear that the top card is really good, but I can also visually see this cut right here. And a lot of times that indicates that that's the card, and it even stuck to my finger. So I think we're going to go ahead and go with the cut, unless any second now we see Adriana post. I'll leave the top card available, but I feel like this cut card was wanting to come out a little bit stronger. And so this one is card number 40, Our Lady of the Rose Crown. And so when you look at the card, Adriana, and everybody who's watching, because this is a universal message, when you look at the card, certain images or colors will come out more specifically, and that helps guide the intuitive process. And for me, the 3 roses on the crown jumped out right away, but Sue did, I think this is part of her crown, these like pretty colored pieces. I'm going to turn the card around for a second, you guys, and look at it straight on. Oh yeah, okay, so my eyes were drawn down to that because then when I took a pause, what I saw is at the very base of the image, there's this beautiful heart, and it's sort of like the heart is rising upward. And so what I'm hearing is allow your heart to rise. And hopefully that's meaningful to you, because I didn't hear anything beyond that sentence of allow your heart to rise. And so what I'm going to do is go into the book that accompanies the cards, because each card has about 2 to 3 pages of information, and they're all unique. And as much as I love you guys, I'm not going to memorize. every single card and all of the messages that go with it. And what I do when I read out of the book for someone is I'm not going to read you guys 3 pages right now. We'd all go to sleep and be snoring. But what I am going to do is let my eyes kind of like unfocus and skim the page, and words or sentences are going to jump out at me that I will know are specific to not only Adriana, but again, this sort of universal message that's coming through today. So Our Lady of the Rose Crown says, "You are my child and a royal divine being. I protect your spiritual deepening now as you descend further into the living divine heart and know all to be love." Even the downs, that's what I'm hearing. Even the downs are love. And that's the strongest part of this message, that in this roller coaster, up, down, up, down, up, down, even the down parts are love. And to let your heart rise in those moments rather than let your heart sink and descend down. You have been preparing for this time, quite possibly without realizing it consciously. It can take years of preparation to be ready for the next level of spiritual awakening. And what I'm hearing strongly is that when you can be in those down parts of life and be peaceful and be allowing and be in surrender and let your heart rise, that is a step in spiritual growth and expansion and what did she say it was? Spiritual awakening. So it sounds like, Adriana, you're really on the cusp of your next level of spiritual awakening, and that you are also inspiring a lot of these viewers to their next level of spiritual awakening. So this is a really positive and uplifting message. And she says, if you have been wondering about your spiritual growth or noticing that you judge others less and are able to hold compassion more easily, this oracle comes as confirmation of that. If you have been feeling as though if you're being tested, and it says it like this, if you're being tested spiritually with a reoccurring issue, and the reoccurring issue is fighting and being frustrated and annoyed at those down parts of life, if you had this oracle comes with the guarantee of divine success and congratulations as you are passing your spiritual test. Yes, you're passing your spiritual test, and the mother is in celebration with you. Soon you shall feel that too and join her in delight. And yeah, so I'm hearing that today's message is complete. So Adriana, when you do watch this video, give us a little shout out here and let us know if that resonated or made sense. And again, because this was a universal message, if you found something of value or something really resonated with you, please also make a comment down there for us so that we can know how this affected you, or maybe choose to share it with someone else who you know could really benefit from hearing today's healing message. Sometimes we hear things that aren't for us, but we immediately think of someone else, and so you become the catalyst for someone else's healing, and that is just one of the most precious gifts that you can give to someone else. If you would like a customized private reading with more detail and information than these couple of little sentences, shout out here, shoot me a private message, head over to Kathy-Weiss.com, however you want to connect with me, and we can discuss healing readings and sessions to help you elevate your vitality and expand your vibration and perhaps deepen your own spiritual awakening and growth. I'm so appreciative of everyone who tuned in to watch live. I'm hearing we're going to do another Monday Messages free live reading next Monday, as well as in a few days dropping in with that other really urgent message that I've been channeling for you. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled for those upcoming live videos. Have a beautiful rest of your week, everyone. I love you so much. Namaste.